All right, so here's an Tell Me Pastor recording, and this is just about, yeah, this is a doozy. I mean, you have this woman who's way up there in age, and she still has that whole spirit in her. So, dear Pastor, I'm in my 50s and still read your column. You have done such a fine job over the years with this column. I have 4 children as they were growing up, we saw them reading your column. Alright, yeah, I mean, like, she's giving praises and so on before she reveals how unsympathetic she is. That's something that's bothered me. I never thought I would cheat. My husband said that he did his best, but my husband did not believe in exploring my body, though I have our own privacy at home. I was not a dedicated Christian. I had friends who loaned me sex tapes, and at nights I look at them in my bedroom, and my husband was offended because I did. A few years ago, I went to the US to visit my relatives and found out my sister was married, so my husband was living in Jamaica, was seeing another man in the US. What the, alright. Alright, so, oh, okay, I read that wrong. I kind of thought that, okay, her husband was a down low man, but okay, but apparently what she's saying that her sister is as much a thought as she is. She introduced a man and told me right before that she wanted me to get a man while I was with them. She said I would then enjoy my vacation. I did not object. So you know what this led to. So and then she basically gave her husband bun, and her Thattish sister basically said that kept said to keep a secret because, well, it's obvious because she knows her secret, so they're just keeping each other's secrets that they're both unfaithful thoughts. All right. I would like to go back to US and this man's promised to marry me. Oh, sure he will. He said he would even pay for divorce, but I didn't know. I know I did wrong, but I don't know how to stop thinking about this man. Please don't condemn me. Initials with L. And the pastor's basically saying, get thee away from me, you harlot. Not, well, I'm paraphrasing that though, but he's just saying, like I said, okay, I really can't. He's basically saying what I'm saying. I really can't mess with you because you're scandalous as hell. And the thing is that all I can say is that is just very sad and pitiful that this woman is like up there in age. She's middle age and she still is acting like she's what, like in her 20s or so on. And yeah, I'm not saying that younger women naturally have this that tendencies, but it's more, let's just say it's more less surprising and a bit more acceptable because that just means that they haven't matured and they're just trying to get that, just trying to live, have as much fun as possible for to settle down. But apparently, this woman has probably never gotten that inner, gotten that free spirit out of her, and she's up there in age. She has kids who are grown now, I imagine, and you're giving your husband bun. And the thing is that she's saying, "Oh, her husband's not exciting bad." That's not the problem. I mean, if that was the case, she would have probably offered to help him be more sexually progressive, so to speak. But she said, "Okay, I'm just gonna do like my Scottish sister and just keep another man." And it just, you can just tell that being a slut is obviously a family trait, though, because I could probably imagine that their parents probably had those tendencies, probably their mom, and they probably passed that gene down onto her children. And all I can say is that these two women, her and her sister, are a bunch of filthy harlots. And the thing is that I can't co-sign that. I'm just wondering if this guy knew what he's getting to, because he obviously knows that she has a wild side, and he probably knew, he probably thought that he could change her. I'm not blaming him, of course, but I'm just inclined to believe that maybe he saw that this side of her and decided that marrying her would settle her down and she could grow out. But saddest part is some people just never outgrow that phase. All right, that maybe that free spirit tendency is so ingrained in some people. It doesn't matter if they're up in age, and it's a bad look though. And the thing is that at this age, she should be doing other things rather than going behind her husband's back. And I'm willing to believe. And she said, "Oh, I never thought I'd do this," but I genuinely believe it's not the first time she stepped out on him. I'm believing that chances are she's done this before. This is probably her first time admitting it. Her and her sister. and she's probably just admitting this particular tryst or out in the open. But I find hard to believe that she didn't have those tendencies prior to this. And all I can say is that karma's coming for this woman because chances are, unless the husband's a real simp, and I hope he's not, that he needs to find out what he finds out and he just kicks her to the curb because the problem is not her husband's just that she's just a slut. Okay, it's like she does. Alright, she's just one of those people that no matter what you do for them, they can't really, they're never satisfied, and those are people you never want to settle down with. So if this guy didn't see the signs, hope he sees that now and just says, you know what, you and your guy, your side guy, go about your business. And with the side guy, you can obviously, it's very likely this other guy is not going to, this other guy is not going to marry her. He just sees her as a notch under his belt, and after he's done using her up, he's gonna go back to his friends and probably laugh it off and so on. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this other guy is married with children somewhere, and he's just probably he's probably just having wants to have his cake and eat it too. And if that happens, she finds us to get screwed over. That's on her, cause that's just karma. And either way you look at it, though, this is going to come back to bite her very soon. And as someone's in her 50s, she should know better now, cause that phase in your life should have been burnt out a long time ago. But again, even in they're up in age, yeah, that the horror tendencies is ingrained in certain people, and this woman's a good example. But anyways, this is my for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Goodison Farron, Miles J Productions, and Real Thoughts of Miles. Okay.